Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of McKinzie and Justin, To Be Determined.
To be determined.
Hi!
How y'all doing?
How's it going?
That was fun.
Yeah, I honed in my Frasier.
So, is that what that was?
Yes.
So this is technically.
I tried.
So, full disclosure, this is technically a take two for us. And she had mentioned, she's like, I wish I would have went in a little more Frasier into it. So, like, nice.
We're listening.
It's so stupid. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till we have guests. We're going to have guests soon. Like, I popped for more mics. My wife is going to kill me. Like, I'm going to get more cameras too one of these days.
Stop it.
It's going to be crazy. Oh
Stop
my God. We're going to... angles.
I mean, it would be fun. So I can't get too mad at you.
I'm excited.
You're a dreamer.
I'm a...
You're a dreamer.
This
and
is
an
where the
achiever.
dreamers dream, y'all.
And you go out, you set out, and you make it
Whole
so.
hog.
Whole fucking hog.
When I get into something, dude.
You do. Like, honestly.
I grew weed a while ago, like in Colorado. Oh, you should have seen the setup,
really
man.
good.
It was fucking great.
Really good.
I still have a lot of it, but, I get kind of like
tangents of things.
bored with it.
Well, okay.
Okay,
so
tangent.
honestly, I am jealous of that though, because you do it through until into completion. Like
I
you'll
do.
get into it even when you don't want to. There's that moment of like you might put it off, but when it like clicks of like I'm gonna fucking do this, it gets done. And I wish I could be like that. I truly do. I wish.
But the thing is it takes time for me.
Yeah, I think that's true.
It takes a bit of time. Like, I'm one of those guys that, like, but there's a certain... I like what you said. Like, there's a certain point where I'm like, da 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 da.
Yes.
I'm going to finish this 3 years later.
But
like,
it doesn't even matter because it still gets done versus all of my crafts that are half finished. Like, I'm surprised at the things I have gotten done.
No, dude,
but
you've
accomplished so
macrame,
more than...
You're a bit... I'm just saying.
Anyway,
we're not going to get... Anyways...
How's your week been?
It's been not too shabby.
I saw that you cleaned up the yard.
Oh.
That was impressive.
I got a wild hair.
It's a shit show.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so it's spring-esque.
Not adjacent.
I get nervous saying
either.
spring right now
Because
in the
it still
Midwest
snowed today.
because you just don't know. It's only March. And to call it spring in the Midwest in March is like taking the gamble,
Because it's almost like you've jinxed us.
Well, I thought it jinxed us the other day, and then it keeps getting nicer and nicer. So, anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I took an opportunity the other day. I got a wild hair after playing video games. So, I generally have Fridays off.
Mm-hmm. Unless you choose otherwise, typically.
Yeah, something like that right now.
Well, I feel like you've had a lot of opportunities to go in if you wanted to. Not
as many as I wish.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's... Anyways. So, I played a bunch of video games in the morning. Mm-hmm. Some Fallout 4. Mm-hmm. It's glorious. It was really good. I called my wife at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a mental conundrum on my video game.
Well, I'm sitting at work at my desk. Or at my desk.
And I knew as I was calling, I was like, she's going to think there's a problem. But I was like...
Because I answered. Because I thought there was a problem.
No, she didn't. You didn't answer.
I called you back. That's right. Because I was on the phone.
You're like, what's going on? And I was like, you're going to fucking hate me. I was like, you're gonna dislike me.
Well, first you asked if I was on break, and I said no, and you're like, okay, well.
You're gonna be real mad because I was playing my video game Fallout 4, and if anybody's played it, you have sometimes some opportunities to make some decisions in that game that are less than impressive. And I was like, so I did something. And I don't know how I feel about it because it like rocked the game. And she's like, I'm at work.
What do you want me to do about it? Like, what would I even do about it regardless?
You called me with a video game situation. So I'm on the phone with vendors at work. I need Justin.
Figure it out. Figure it out, Toots. I told him I'd call him back on break, and I never did.
She never did. Honestly, I felt bitter about it at the time, but I made peace to the point that she asked me later. She called me later that day when she was coming home. She's like, "So what did you do?" And I was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
About what? Well, and he's probably lucky I didn't call him back when I said I would, because my legitimate advice was start over. Just create a whole new character because people are going to hate you and they're going to target you. And
what I don't think she understood is I saved before I made that decision because I knew this was a stupidly big decision. I've played RPGs before. I'm not an idiot. And I know when to be like, save because I'm about to rock the world of this game. And it did. And I immediately regretted it. Like immediately. So fact that I went back and fixed it. That when she did ask about it, I was like, what are you fucking talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, I went back and fucking fixed that shit.
I don't quite comprehend what you were expecting me to say to you in the moment. But I do love that you called me when you were having a hard time, regardless, even though it was for your dumbass game.
I didn't know what to do. Like, it was a big deal.
Throw it in the garbage.
Like, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? But like, I made it through it.
Yeah, you did, because you're a big boy. And you can handle pressure.
Like that.
And you can get it done.
Big guy, big decisions. I got this. Slytherin baby all the way.
God.
All right.
Yeah.
How was your week? What did you do? Did you do anything?
You know, it wasn't a bad week. It was a lot less. It was crazy. We were missing a few people. So it was a little wily. It was really actually kind of hectic, but it made the days go by faster. So that was nice. It was a little bit stressful, but honestly, I feel like I need that sometimes because it forces me to do things that I tend to stay away from because I don't want to mess anything up and I'd rather not worry about messing things up. So like when I am forced to do it, I realize, okay, I've confronted the situation. It's not that big of a deal. I can do it. I feel more comfortable with it. And, you know, I really do have some great coworkers, you know, because like I am the person that doesn't like to shuck. So if something is in front of me and it is presented to me, I will do it. But I love that my coworkers, if I have a question, they will walk me through it.
Well, I don't think that's really shucking. I think that's
No. I mean, like, if instead of having somebody else do it for me.
Oh, yeah, no.
That would be shucking. I don't shuck. Even if I had a million things come at me the other day, and I started to hoard it instead of handing them out like I should have. Because there was so few of us that because I'm the person that does that. I basically, if something extra comes in, I give out. And like I pass it along, but a lot of times I'll just do it. But there were so many people gone, and I started to feel bad about handing things out because I didn't know where anybody else was at.
I get what you're saying.
I just started hoarding everything, and next thing you know, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna give everybody a bunch of shit, and I'm so sorry. So I did because I had to step back and realize I could only do so much. But I still left myself some big ones that like were a little scary to me. Were probably more than a little scary. And I called one of my coworkers and she screen shared with me. And she's like, okay, this is where you go for this. This is where you go. Oh, it was so beautiful. I'm like, ugh. And she's like, it was good. It was really nice. So
That's awesome. I've been finally getting stuff dialed in at work as well,
yeah.
too.
Oh, that's good.
With the new machine, new programs, getting everything set up and stuff like that. Like,
That's
they've been
really good.
having me take on a few new responsibilities, which I'm fine with, but
Responsibilities always.
it's dialing it
Not
in,
always,
getting
but
it ready,
It's good.
all that good stuff. So, no, other than that, truck's been naughty.
Didn't you just fix it?
I just fixed the oil pressure sensor thing, like we talked about that, but now all the traction and ABS sensors are going off, and they're like,
What do you mean?
well, it could be dirt. So, like, everything works. This is what's crazy. Every time a sensor goes off of my truck, it never affects the performance of my truck, really. Like, it's great. It brakes, it runs, it does its thing.
Okay.
Like, I'll beat you at a red line anytime you want. But all my sensors are going kabobble. So, the other day...
What did you do?
I don't know. I was driving around with the boy, the young one, and all of my ABS and traction sensors started going off.
And nothing happened with the vehicle, just the sensors.
Sensors are going off, but I still brake just fine. It does what it's supposed to.
What the fuck?
And then the other day, I was like, you know what? Because I had read that if those get dirty, they go off. So I'm like, I'm going to go get my truck washed. Because I live in the Midwest, and you know what we do in the Midwest on our roads out here when it gets snowy? We put chemicals down on it. Like
Not
chemicals that,
oh.
like, it's chemicals that if you laid down in it, I'm pretty sure it would dissolve you.
Because
Okay.
or preserve you.
Or preserve you. Right. There you go. Because it is ridiculous. But fact of the matter is that it eats your shit up. Like, when I went and bought my truck, quick story, like every time I would talk to somebody, they'd be like, we bought this truck in Arizona. And I'm like, I don't even care. What the fuck does that mean? Well, because they bought it someplace dry.
Without any of it, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I go and I get my truck washed, right? Well, kill a couple birds with stones, get all the chemicals off of it and stuff. It immediately, one of the headers starts ticking away on it there. And I'm like, as I'm driving out of the car wash. So I'm like, wash my truck, try to get some sensors cleaned off. And instead, I set a bunch of other shit off. So
what you're saying is we're getting a new vehicle.
No, we don't have the ability to do that. But here's what we have the ability to do.
What?
I'm going to take on old Trusty.
Poor old Trusty.
No, I'm going to drive that around. And then I'm going to repair the pickup. Because we need it for camping and everything.
It is camping season.
Yeah.
You must get it done.
Yeah.
It is one of the moments where Justin must shine.
It'll be a driver.
It'll be the head down, get it done moment. Oh.
But we'll do it. I'll do it. It'll get done. I might call on the uncles.
Best of luck to you, Justin.
Uncles.
Yes, uncles will be needed. Good luck to you.
But anyways, that's another for the future achievements of the week. But other than that, hey, life's ticking along. Ooh. We're doing our thing. Boys in baseball.
Yeah.
Other boy finished up wrestling.
Yeah, about to go back to camp. Wrestling camp. Yeah.
Yep. He's about to start wrestling again here in April.
Yeah.
What? You got a giggle on your face. What?
I'm nerd-sighted.
About what?
I'm real sighted.
Tell the people. No. I think I know what you're talking about.
My favorite...
Pardon me.
Book series. Mm-hmm. I won't say
what
my
is
favorite
it?
Author because she's a really good author. She just happens to have my favorite series, but she's not my favorite, I guess. Or my absolute favorite. She's one of my favorites. Anyway, so ACOTAR A Court of Thorns and
A
Roses.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Has been sitting silent since 2021.
Really?
Yes.
21?
Mm-hmm.
5 years?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't realize.
How torturous
So
it's
like,
been.
and I say that because I've never read a single one of those, but we'll talk about something later here in a minute. The point is I thought that was a much more up-to-date series. I didn't realize 5 years. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So is there another book or edition coming out? Oh, Lord.
Okay. So not only is there one book coming out, but there's 3 books coming out. It's essentially the same book. She's tossed it into a wily situation because she likes to do, she breaks down into like part 1, part 2 a lot of times in a lot of her books. But this time there was just so much apparently to be told that all of book 1 is part 1 and it's coming out in October. And
Of this year?
Yes. October
Like
27th.
For sure?
For sure. And then the second part is coming up in January, and then she is working on part 3 right now. Okay. But I don't give a shit because that's 2 books. So excited.
What kind of books are these?
I don't want to. Why do you say it like that?
I'm just curious.
Why you say it like that? They're romantic fantasies, or otherwise known as romanticities. No,
Romantica.
not erotica. Piss off.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
So, okay, let me ask you this.
Because I feel like we just discussed this.
What series am I reading or listening to?
The Empyrean series.
Fourth Wing?
Yes. Well, you're not reading Fourth Ring anymore because you're on
Iron Flame?
Yes.
Is it did I say it right?
You
Iron
did.
Flame?
Well, how else can you say Iron Flame?
I did.
It doesn't have.
No, I mean I guess
not,
totally like is it Iron?
weird.
I was gonna say Iron Wing, but like I was like, is it Iron Flame? Okay, so.
What?
In
Erotica
comparison,
is...
no. Stop. In comparison, because I've read Fourth Wing and I know what it is. How does ACOTAR compare to Fourth Wing in that regard? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it similar, more intense, or less? If you don't know, you'll know. Read the series.
Well, you just got in referencing erotica, so I feel like it's pretty easy to
take that out of there.
in.
Take what I said out. I have read Fourth Wing. You know what I've read. Would you say that ACOTAR compares to similarly, more intensely, or less intensely
depending
in that
on the
regards?
book? Depending on the book, because there's about 5 books currently in the series that have been released.
Okay.
And depending on the book, depends on the amount.
That's fair. I get that because I haven't read all of Fourth Wing, so I don't know how that does.
Because the book is not based around the naughty bits like erotica is. It's about the story.
But I hear it, but I'm just saying.
It's just a part of the emotional.
Comparatively, would you say the same or less than? Or more than?
The first one?
1 to 1.
Less than.
First book to first book.
Less than.
ACOTAR is less than?
Yeah.
Then Fourth Wing?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I could... Fourth Wing's naughty, y'all. I kept waiting for it, and then all of a sudden in like the last 3 chapters, you're like, oh, this girl's crazy.
But I will say...
But it's a good book, man. It gets you hooked.
They're good books, and that's the type of book I like. And the sex just happens to be a part of the emotional development of the story sometimes.
Sure.
It is.
That's fine.
Everything changes after sex in a relationship, does
Especially
it not?
when it's that detailed.
Well, you have to know you're having a good time. Because if it's bad, that could be a part of the plot too.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Does a relationship go down the drain if it's bad? Right? I guess you're.
That's a whole nother TBD. Speaking of which.
Oh. Speaking of which part which?
So
Stop.
I said I was going to say solid transition, but womp, womp, womp.
I thought you said sup. And I was about to be like,
Sup.
baby.
Oh, no. You're not going to turn the mics. No. Both.
Yes, darling.
All right, let's go to be determined. I'm going to roll the dice with this week.
Are ya?
Yeah. You going to bring up the list for us?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
You're in the position for bringing up the list.
The listolia. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
1 through 9.
We replaced the Could We Survive in the Woods with What Do You Hope is Obsolete in 20 Years?
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Womp, bum, 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 bum.
Well, we always tell them what we replaced it with.
Yeah.
Bah.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
1 through 9.
1 through
We
9.
pick a topic. 0. I get to pick it.
10 is wild card.
10 is wild. What is
5.
that? 6? 5?
Optimal apocalypse professions and or skill sets. That is such a new question.
Great. All
I
right.
almost have to write that down because
Hold on.
I am.
You got to minimize the list so I can see
Well,
what's going on.
I feel like I have to write it
Write it down.
because apocalyptic professions and what
Skill sets. Best post-apocalyptic professions and skill sets. Okay. This is great because...
Especially since you're doing Fallout right now.
Oh. Okay.
This is your jam. This is your space. Tell me about it. Talk me through it.
Okay.
What professions?
So,
first off, what professions
if
are we
anybody
talking
has been
here?
watching the Fallout series, you're going to know what I'm talking about. If anybody who has played the games, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're doing both, you're doing it right. Because let me tell you, I love the series. The games are amazing. And the reason I bring up Fallout is because it's post-apocalyptic. And the whole series in the games is about living past post-nuclear apocalypse.
Nuclear apocalypse. And I think that's a caveat here. A caveat?
Well,
Which
yeah,
type
because I
of
guess you could say,
apocalypse is
well,
it?
you could have a
zombie apocalypse. Did a meteor come crashing
I
down?
was just going to say that.
Did the atmosphere disappear?
Good point.
I mean,
Okay.
What kind of apocalypse are we talking here?
So,
In general?
what kind of apocalypse do you think? What do you think is more likely we're going to face coming up? I think the most likely apocalypse would be a post-nuclear apocalyptic apocalypse.
Apocalyptic apocalypse. Is that an apocalypse of the apocalypse?
Apocalypse of the apocalypse.
Apocalypse on this.
All right,
Oh,
so
I almost made a bad rhyme.
I think that is as much as we all think we're going to survive the zombie apocalypse, none of you fuckers are going to.
I could make it a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, but like...
Minimum. Possibly years.
Let's talk about post-nuclear apocalyptic.
Okay.
Can we agree? Or, well, because we have to agree on something, because otherwise it's going to go crazy.
Well, I feel like there's a general profession or skill set that could probably be laid across all of them.
Okay. I'll be thinking post-nuclear.
So no to that.
Yeah.
No to that. Okay.
Well, let's say, okay, so let me give you the, okay, let's go. Can we do it my way?
Sure. I
Fallout.
don't want to hit the highway, so.
No, it's Fallout style. So there's zombies.
Okay, let's go Fallout.
There's zombies.
Okay. Oh, there's zombies in Fallout?
Yeah, they're feral ghouls.
Because of the radiation?
Yep.
So, like, what is that one family called? The Oblongs or something?
They would be non-feral ghouls
Okay.
because they still have their wits about them.
Okay.
But if you lose your wits as a ghoul, you become a feral ghoul.
So you're not really a zombie.
No, you're basic. No, you're a zombie at that point. You're a cannibal and you want to eat people.
Okay.
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 So there's in between, and there's people, and there's people that have survived underground, and there's people that have survived on top, and there's rad roaches. So it's like, I like to think the reason I like Fallout is because I think it's a perfect example of everything that goes wrong. You get zombies, you get super mutants.
So basically, it is exactly the type of
it.
I just said we could cover every single apocalyptic situation
Yes.
with a.
Let's call it Fallout status.
Oh my gosh.
Can we call it that?
Okay, yeah.
Fallout status. Don't sue us, Bethesda. Don't be ridiculous.
Plain son of a bitch.
Stupid like that.
Anyways.
All right, so we're living post-apocalyptic status.
We would die instantly because we don't have a bunker.
Okay, stop. Why did the nukes fall on us here in Midwest Minnesota?
I heard there's silos in the Midwest.
You
And
mean
I
like-
imagine if there's... Well, I imagine that they'd want to take out the... If somebody were to nuke us, is that what you're talking about? Nuclear bombs on us?
You think that...
I think they'd want to take out our nuclear silos.
You think that Minnesota has nuclear silos?
I don't know about Minnesota, but I know I'm pretty sure the Midwest does. I want to say Colorado does. Say
Colorado probably does.
The South somewhere, like Nevada or something.
I don't know for sure who has what. Like, you can see them in New Mexico. You can see them in Wyoming. Literally, there's missiles. You can walk out or on different bluffs and cliffs and stuff and see them.
So maybe Minnesota is one of the safer places, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I don't.
Bombs,
other than Minneapolis being
how far does that travel? I mean, truly though, that would.
Are you talking about like China or Russia striking us?
No, I'm talking about. Let's say they go with what I would think would happen if we did get nuked.
Okay, nuked.
Because I don't know who would do it or why they would do it outside of just assholery. But
we're not going to say why. Politics aside,
but
for whatever reason we have gone.
But what I'm saying is,
balls out nuclear.
I would think that if this were to ever happen, they'd go after our silos, and
right.
I just would like to know what that collision catastrophe would look like as far as nuclear spread.
So
the radiation spread.
Okay, so again, this is my elementary understanding of how nuclear attack and retaliation would work. First, they're going to attack any potential retaliation. So yes, they're going to attack our silos first. Then they're going to attack strategic military operations like bases, ports, stuff like that could, again, retaliate with boots on the ground, other operations, okay? And then what you had left would target major population centers, because then after military targets, to be honest, you're going to want to eliminate civilian populations that will replenish military operations. So you're talking about
whoever would nuke us would take out our entire population, our whole country?
No, here's what I'm saying is I don't know. No. I don't know what capability. Let's say China and Russia got together at the same time.
When
you would go silos, military bases, Populations, Minneapolis. We're still far outside of that. So it would depend on where the winds blew that day, literally. Literally. If you look at the maps, if the winds are blowing a certain direction, it won't affect us. If the winds are blowing a certain direction, we're all dead.
But that's what I'm...
So, here's the deal. As of this moment, if Minneapolis was hit and the winds are blowing the right direction,
Which I don't think it would.
We're done.
Right, but I don't think it would.
I don't think that Minneapolis... I don't think we're strategic enough.
I don't think so either. I think that... Unless
Honestly,
there's something about Minnesota that I don't know.
Any sort of ports on Superior. Ports on Superior, Duluth. I think Duluth would be a bigger issue than... I don't. You're telling me a major port between Wisconsin and...
But that's two Midwest freaking states.
That connects to the ocean.
Yeah, but it would be very easy to block that off.
Exactly.
You wouldn't need to blow it up and waste your nukes.
Okay, so let's assume... Okay, so you're assuming that where we're at, for whatever reason, we survived the initial attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
Well, and that's what stinks.
What skill sets do you think will be necessary? We talked about, surviving in the woods last time.
Growing food, obviously. Finding safe shelter. Finding ammunition. Finding clean water supply.
Say that. You talk about finding ammunition and supplies. So I watch those prepper shows, right? Mm-hmm. Back in the day. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched them recently, and it always cracks me up because all these people would store all this stuff, and I always thought to myself, they would kind of give their location away-esque. Like, I live in Nebraska, Midwest, and I'm like,
coming for you.
All right, then. That's what's up.
No, and this is what
is
what bothers
me.
You
prep, I'll prep.
If
you prep, I'll prep.
Without having some sort of bunker in a radiation type situation.
Should I answer it?
Either answer it or hang up.
Oh, it's done. Dun, dun, dun. Bye. I hope it wasn't important. If you broke a leg,
it was.
You're
probably our kid's friend. Anyway, what's without having anything prepped underground where radiation couldn't touch, it would be really difficult to survive no matter what. Just in general.
I think it depends on how the bombs hit, where the wind blows. Honestly,
yeah, but it would
you look
really
at any model. And that's the thing, is any model would show.
You know?
You wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't know unless you had something to test the radiation on something.
But you're talking
it would be tough to know whether
if the wind blows wrong. If the wind blows wrong, and even let's say you have a radiation bunker. You still can't get out of that bunker anytime soon to do anything.
And
so
your
how much
water
food
supplies are fucked?
Right.
Even if it touches the plastic on the outside, you don't think it's gonna go through it?
Right.
Come on.
How do you do? So
that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is I'm looking at as where some people would be fucked and some people wouldn't. And I'm assuming I wouldn't. Otherwise, if I was, then I've died and it just is what it is. But if I'm not, then I'm surviving and trying to understand that situation.
If we're going nuclear apocalypse, then I don't think many would survive at all. Because, your water supplies are just shit. Yeah. You're screwed. Because if your water is tainted, That's your wellspring. There's no getting radiation out of it.
Over time.
Over time. But how long do you have to survive without water? Not much.
But that's what I'm saying is if you knew how to, let's say, read what had happened, you could determine where there was clean water. And that's what I'm saying. I think people would immediately realize, like,
Headwaters, maybe if depending on where it hit, I guess.
no, not all headwaters, but like you would
Mississippi headwaters.
You would look at
if it wasn't hit up here.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Minnesota would be a major hit.
I don't either.
Don't hit Minnesota. Like if you
don't
guys
hit
are
anywhere.
Nowhere. I'm just saying. You know.
Don't fucking hit nowhere. Don't blow things up.
But if there was that kind of situation, what do you think? What kind of skill sets do you think would be best?
So let's say that we didn't all die because we didn't run out of water.
Right.
Which I think is...
We found a way.
We found a way to have clean water. I'll just...
Because we found an area that wasn't hit.
Okay. We found an area that wasn't hit. Okay. What's the best skill set? I think there's a few things, but I would personally like to say that probably finding... like herbal medicines and trying to not doctor, but maybe having the skill set of being able to make poultices and kind of nurse, I guess. I don't want to say healer, but kind of healer.
Heal. No, I get, yeah.
I think having the wherewithal to understand which plants are around you, what's toxic, what's not, the abilities of them, I think are very important skills to have in a survival situation. Being able to create poultices to stop bleeding, poultices to stop bleedings or to coagulate quicker, to rid of infection. I think that's all very important.
I think we could call that, let's say, medic. I think it is in the top 3.
But again,
think you need medical
radiation. What if that shit's gonna make it worse? Again, we found a place that doesn't have radiation poisoning. Okay.
Like you have to assume there's again, yeah, you just don't know. I think there are 3 top skill sets that you would need in any sort of survival situation, whether it post-apocalyptic or whatever. If you as a group were going to survive, you need a medic.
Okay. Let me guess, a hunter?
A hunter.
And a builder.
And a builder.
Got you, boo.
You need somebody that can gather food. You need somebody that can repair the group. And you need somebody that can build shelter.
I feel like I've watched enough, make your own shanty type videos where I think I could probably whittle something up that was probably pretty cool. I could probably make a shelter to get me by while I build a super sick shelter.
Right.
I feel like I could.
And I think that, medic would be the issue.
Well, yeah, because if you get hurt, you're down for the count.
Right.
I
think hunter, I could... Oh, gosh.
Well, again, with the medic situation, knowing which herbs and what plants and stuff like that and what bugs. I mean...
People, if you're out there, I'm builder. Just so you know.
I'd be...
Tag along.
No. I'd be quasi-medic. I know quite a little bit about herbs.
You do, actually.
And stuff.
You have surprised me about some things like... little medic things and stuff about feeling better, where I'm like, when we first met, I was like...
You thought I was Delulu.
I did. But then she brought some different rubs and herbs and spices into it, and... Yeah.
I made my own shampoo and conditioner one time.
You did.
I did.
And your own like other cleaning agents as well.
I
too.
have made different cleaning agents and stuff. It's just such a pain in the ass sometimes. But I usually have an herb garden too every year, which
Yeah.
I sometimes do things with, and sometimes I forget to do anything with.
Dude,
I just dry them.
We're gonna kick some ass on some garden this year. I swear.
Wait, it's gonna be great.
It's been rough the last couple years on garden status.
Well, we have our yard is nothing but clay, so it's been tough. But we have been adding compost and aerating and tilling up the same areas over and over in hopes.
In survival style efforts. See,
hopes.
we're working towards it. We're trying to understand.
I did get some trees in the ground that seem to be doing well.
Oh, those trees are doing amazing.
I do have 10 more coming. 10 more.
What?
Told you. Gosh, I've said this like 10 times already.
What?
And I'm like, and I even at one point was like, why is nobody getting excited that I've purchased 10 Nordic blue spruces?
What?
The same ones that are out there that have taken root. And 2 lilac trees. Like, nobody's getting excited about it. And I've said
What
it a bunch of
size?
times. They're root bare. But it's going to be fine.
Well, you better take care of them because the last root
Excuse
bear
me?
trees we've gotten from the boys, they've been.
Because
Do
they
you
weren't
realize
gonna
I've
grow
saved
here.
them?
they keep coming back.
I saved them.
They're fine. They're going to be fine. I'm actually, I planned on getting some soil when they come in or right before they come in. So I should
I'll
get
put some soil in with them.
yeah. But
Alright.
I want to be able to dig up some of our ground so I can get the soil right and acclimated because of
Hell
all the
yeah.
clay. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fine.
But anyways,
But anyways.
we've talked about our garden during post-apocalyptic survival.
Because gardening is an important part.
Of post-apocalyptic survival.
100%.
And as the spring comes and the summer comes, you guys are going to have to deal with that as well, too.
And honestly, if we found some like dirt in a bag or something during post-apocalypse that like didn't get hit by radiation, that dirt is coming with me because I will have a greenhouse because you're going to want to have a greenhouse of sorts so you can last throughout the seasons. Don't be foolish.
And any glowing crystals coming with me.
Yes.
Dude,
Lights.
you think that's giving us radiation? Absolutely, but it also lights the house without electricity.
And
If
if we're alive, then we survive.
Well, it's obviously not affecting us, so fuck it.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Nah.
I don't know. I think I again, woods, post-apocalyptic survival. It's all circumstantial, but I think I'd give it a shot.
Well, I think
I'd give it a run for its
we
money.
are leaving something out though.
What?
Okay. Honestly though, you would need to know how to fight. Because if you have any sort of success in fight or shoot, but you're gonna have to do close combat if you're not
Okay,
a good shot.
So I'm a decent shot,
I am too,
and I take karate.
which I don't. But I do want to do swords.
You need to do something.
I do need to do something. All my kids.
Like, and I'm not trying to tout karate like that, but me and the boys, man, we do a
know.
little martial arts.
I know.
We try.
I know. There's this sword class that I really kind of want to
I
take.
wish you would.
But it'd be hard to get there on time. And that is my dilemma at the moment.
Figure it out.
I could. Then I could be a part of the kicking of the assing. Because then
At
you
the
don't
very
have to-
least, you're the medic.
But think about this. If
You
I
could
were to
be
do
the
swords,
medic.
I would be the most gangster of us all.
Sure.
Because I
No.
could take them down. Absolutely. Are you messing with me?
That
Because
just
it-
means you know how to do melee weapons.
Because then you don't have to worry about running out of ammo.
Sure.
And you don't have to be so
But
close
you got to wait
contact.
for him to get close to you.
Well, so what? I will shoot and then sword.
Oh.
Not that big of a deal.
So you've also learned arms and...
Learned arms? I know
close
arms.
combat.
I'm fine with a gun. I'm actually a very good shot. Me and pigeons, poo-poo, mess them up. But I do not know swords. And if I did, I wouldn't have to worry about if this had anything left out.
All right.
Just saying. And then I could whack them down. I wouldn't have to worry about like...
You know what? You'll be the only one. Well, that's not true because
then we'd teach each other.
Well, eventually my karate takes me through melee weapons as well too, but...
Eventually.
You saying I won't
Hopefully
get there?
before the apocalypse.
That's true. We don't know. Oh, God. Hopefully before the apocalypse, if there's never a stronger truth I've ever heard. All right. Anyways, what kind of skill sets you think you would need? People. Talking to you out there. You think you could handle it? Post-apocalyptic. Fallout style. Bombs have dropped.
Do we all just...
Are you going to survive?
On a bunker?
Comment, man. I don't think you can handle it.
I like a bunker.
I don't think the world can handle it.
A massive underground...
I'll survive.
Bunker. I'll survive.
We appreciate you guys listening.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. We miss you all day.
Thanks for tuning in. Survive, y'all.
Survivors. You. Okay. Bye.